Hi. Oh yeah, cute dogs. Hi there. A lot of Belgian Malinois in shelters nowadays. Oh, look at these two little puppies. Oh, cute. Okay, now this, oh yeah, oh, almost, see, I almost even missed this dog. I think this one's a black shepherd. Okay, now I just, look at this. Look at this black shepherd and how you just don't see them compared to this dog. Like, look, light colors, just happy face, front of the kennel. Like most of the time people are going to gravitate naturally towards the dog that is friendly and up at the front of the kennel wanting to say hello to you. Oh, I'm so sorry, little one. Can I come in and sit down with you? Yeah, let's go in and see if we can help her. Hi. Whoa. I'm sorry. Hi. I know you probably feel really forgotten back there, but I aim to change that. We are going to figure out how to let you know that you are valuable. So we're going to start by seeing if you might be interested in a treat. This one's pretty shut down. It's not going to be easy, but let's try. I'll use this phone here as my rear view mirror so that I'm not looking at my think about, but I don't think she even flinched when I moved that treat in a good or bad way. Oh, but you know what? I hear her sniffer going. You probably can't hear it because I run this AI filter so that you don't hear the intense noise of the shelter. I'm going to try to sit down very slowly. Unfortunately, I think I can sit down because she's just frozen in fear. Oh, hi. I mean, she is as black as midnight. So beautiful. I just know statistically that she will get passed by because of her color and her temperament and the way most shelter kennels are set up. She just fades into the corner. She just disappears into the shadows. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to do a bigger treat than normal to give myself some distance. So I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but immediately I'm going to try to show you. But her anxiety levels increase tenfold and her breathing starts really heavy. Watch her rib cage whenever I put a little pressure on her. See that breathing increase? It's ever so slight and ever so subtle, but what matters, it matters because it tells me that, well, it tells me a couple things. One, that even though she's frozen in fear, the frozen part is not 100%. That's the good part. The bad part is that she has a high level of anxiety, most likely. It's going to be interesting to find out her story. But I think the thing is like, even if she doesn't have a story, the heartbreaking part about this, the hardest part about this, is that she really has been forgotten. I'm getting the sense that she didn't just come in today. She's been here for a little bit. And it's bad. It's really bad. And we've got to figure out how to help her. We've got to try to find something to show her that humans are good despite what she might have experienced up to this point. And I keep saying she, I think she. The shelter typically does pink collars for girls and then blue for boys. But sometimes they run out of the little paper collars that they put the ID number on when they go through health check. And so it's just kind of like, hey, whatever we can grab. But most of the time it's accurate. So I'm guessing she. And you do see how there is some curiosity there because she's got her ears up, her radar's up. And so if I could just get her nose working, that would go a long way. You know, sometimes I worry because like I know you see some of the videos and you see, oh, here's a guy that really knows what he's doing with the dogs, but I don't know what to do in this case. And I think I start to feel like overwhelmed and discouraged of, oh no, we're not going to be able to help this poor dog. Someone's already failed her. So when that happens, what I do is I try to do what dogs do best, like the thing that we can learn from them the most, and that's live in the moment and then in the now. And I can't imagine anyone's just taken a moment to just sit with her. Even the people she's been around, most of the time, they're standing up and maybe they're bending down to say something to her, but they're still towering over her. So just even this act and this moment where in a minute we're going to give her some positive affirmations and learn her story, and just taking that time, if but nothing else, she at least experienced that in her life. It's better than what it was before. But we're going to try to do so much more. And I have an idea. I have 2 ideas of some things we can do, because this week is one of the biggest weeks of my entire life. Outside of my children being born and marrying my wife, I'm attempting to empty the shelter, get every dog adopted and every cat adopted in the shelter. And I want you to come down and meet me. If you can come visit me on Saturday, July 20th and Sunday, July 21st. I'll put all the details at rockykanaka.com/adoptme, or just the link in the description below. And I have something really awesome to tell you guys about, where we've been rehabilitating Bean at Flip's Farm, and YouTube was really excited about what we're doing. And so they're sponsoring a massive discount. Just make sure to get the discount. Click on the YouTube shopping shelf, or just right here on this video, and YouTube will cover that discount. So if you've ever thought about getting a product from me, or you ever have before, go now so you get this big discount. We have a limited edition Bean shirt and merch, and my cold brew coffee. I know some of you drink cold brew year round. And this cold brew, I went through so many tests to get the right cold brew. This is a Colombian cold brew, and it's coarse ground. It's so good. And it's only going to be around until we sell out, but it's for this week, and it goes to help support and rehabilitate dogs with me. There's so much more, like you can donate to help with transfer fees of some of the dogs to help us hit this goal. So you can donate $1 or $2. It's in conjunction with Empty the Shelters, my friend Kathy Bissell. All of this and so much more. I'll put all the details at the end of the video, or like I say, just go to rockykanaka.com/adoptme. But I'm making a promise to this one, who we're going to name, we're going to learn their story, and I've got some ideas to help tell her story, because that's what we're doing. That's why we're here. That's why you're here. If all else, and you can't adopt a dog right now, you can't foster, you can't get a shirt, just you being here and showing up every day with me for this week-long event, I'm going to publish a video every day. I've never done that before. My poor team. Like, whatever it's going to take. We had to buy a second computer to do editing. Like, my poor editor. Oh my goodness. And Alexis. And my family. Everyone's going to just be exhausted. And the whole shelter is getting involved and jumping in on this. They're working extra shifts. Like, we're going to do whatever it takes, but I can't do it without you. When we first started, her head was tucked into her nose like this. And now it's forward like this. And that's really good. I'm going to try the treat again. It's okay breathing up a little bit. Let's see if we can get that nose going a little bit. I'm just kind of waving in front of the nose. The nose is the secret to success. If I can get that nose working, it's like if you're ever having a bad day and you just go on a walk and you feel a little better. Not that that'll solve all your problems, but it can help. That's what it is to a dog. I mean, going on a walk, obviously, but the next best thing is getting nose work going. Yet again, nothing. Alexis, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey, I'm sucking wind in here. I mean, he's got his nose quite literally like right on the tree. Like, it would be like if someone put a chocolate chip cookie right on your nose and you were just like, no reaction. That's how shut down this poor guy is, or poor girl. Well, clear it up for me, girl or guy?
So, she is a female.
Great. I'm hoping we learned something, because I got nothing in here. I mean, she's little signs of anxiety. She's moved her head. Well, nope, never mind. She's back in the same spot. I mean, this might be the first pup that I have no progress with. Well, on the videos, I've been sitting with dogs for a while, and it's not. Well, hold on. Let me just say, there's no goal here. It's just about the act, the moment of showing love, and trying to find out her story so we can tell it. Her life is not a YouTube video. Her life is, who knows how hard it's been, or maybe not hard, but now she's in a scary space. And then when you adopt her, you have to give her the time. 3 days, 3 weeks, maybe even 3 months. Like, it just takes time for dogs like this to come out of their shell and to learn their new environment. Okay, sorry, Alexis. Tell me something.
Well, we do know that she's about 5.
Okay, so great age, middle age, okay.
Just was picked up by a Good Samaritan and brought in.
Do we know where they found her running around or hiding?
They found her actually within Wildomar, where the shelter is located. We do know that she is not spayed either. So I'm not sure who or if she belonged to anybody or not.
No microchip, obviously.
No microchip either, and no collar.
No collar leash. They put their collar leash they came in with up there in case you're looking for your dog. She had a tie-dye collar on. Then it just helps identify. And it's property. If someone comes to get her, it's property. So she's at what's called an owner unknown. And so the problem is, the challenge is, they have to hold her. The shelter rules here, this varies by county to county, shelter to shelter. Owner unknown hold is 5 days. Wait, right?
4 days technically, 5th day their adoption available.
That's right. So on the 5th day, their adoption available. So for 4 days, they'll hold your pet. And then they've got to work to try to get them adopted quickly. If it's owner known, it's a little bit longer. 9 days. On the 10th day, they're available for adoptions. So today, she's available for adoption. And she's been here for 5 days, and she's still this shut down.
Also, she has no name. They haven't nicknamed her just yet either.
I think one of the hardest parts when I started volunteering at shelters was learning that often dogs will come in and they've never been given a name. In her case, she might have had a name before, but even to go 5 days without ownership of who you are is really tough, even if it's a nickname. Even if it's a nickname.
She was found actually somewhat close to a wedding venue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This area, especially Temecula, California, has a lot of wedding venue areas, vineyards. It's a very beautiful area. I don't know any names around weddings. Mary?
Mary actually is a sweet one.
That's cute. Okay, we will nickname her Mary. I say nickname because if you adopt her, you can name her whatever you want. And names are so important, and I feel that if a dog has a name and there's value to that because they know their name, that's really great. If you want to change their name because it's a new chapter in what's soon to be the fairy tale of their life, because now you're going to work to give them the unconditional love that they give to you, great. But until then, we'll call her Mary so that we all have something to start being familiar with her, and a name can help do that. Okay, we're going to try some things. I'm going to try to create some movement because what we're doing right now isn't working. I try to go at their pace, but I also try to balance that because if she's been here for 5 days, she's available for adoption today. We've got to do something. And first, I'm just going to try to change the dynamic. So right now there's a very low pressure with me looking away, and she doesn't understand that I can use the camera as my rearview mirror to see her. And even in the camera, it might be hard, but with me being this close, I can see the variations in her movement, even though she's all just one solid black color. I can see some of her breathing and some of her slight eye movements. But what I'm going to try to do is move back to her level. Sometimes if I can get her in front of me, it just forces her to open up a little bit. I'm going to be careful because also I don't want to get a quick, snip in the derriere. I wish I could get her head in a different spot. Not behind me. There we go. Slide back a little bit. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to put her out in front of me, which is dog language, body behavior, really a big move. Like, seems very slight, but see how now she's the leader of the pack almost, and she's not comfortable with that. And so it kind of puts her out of her comfort zone. That licking right there is very, one, it could just be licking. Two, it could also be very submissive. So she's saying, hey, I'm not a threat. Everything's fine. And just move my hand over here, just trying to get her to move a little bit more. She's really paws tucked under, fetal position. It's really just so fear-based right now. And if I can get her out of that, we might be able to just show her a little more love and comfort. I think I see a foxtail on her coat, which is common in this area in Southern California, but can really wreak some havoc because they kind of drill their way into dogs' coats and then skin, and it can be really painful. And so I have some ideas. One, hey, is Mel here today?
No, but her
Trent?
assistant Trent is here.
You know what? If we can get her at all moving or comfortable or get any better assessment on her, one of my ideas was, I bet if we could get her a bath, she might just feel a lot better about herself. And now seeing this foxtail in her, because she's definitely a shepherd, and so she's got a pretty thick coat. But I wonder if he could squeeze her in today. Stick around to the end of the video, and you will get to see her be groomed if I can squeeze it in, because I'll bet you'll be able to see her colors a lot better, and you'll be able to see just her feel more comfortable. I'm gonna try a little affection and just see if she's super jumpy about that. Then we're gonna try something else. Hi. I'll go real slow. Hi. And just a little touch right there. That's okay. Are we okay right there? Yeah, okay. I'm feeling good about that. Can I go right here? Now I'm watching her lips very closely. Just make sure there's no kind of microaggression signs. Sometimes they're really hard to see, and especially a dog like this. And I don't see anything. That doesn't mean she's comfortable with it and couldn't change her mind any minute, but she's putting her ear down to let me. Okay, this is good. This is not always common if we can't get treats. I don't usually always get to this stage. Does it feel good? Okay. Let's go to some positive affirmations here. You're a good girl. Nothing. You're a good girl. You are a good girl. Okay, I don't know if you heard us talking, but we thought a good nickname for you could be Mary. Do you like Mary? You're a good girl, Mary. You're a good girl. There's nothing like, most of the time, if you tell a dog they're a good dog or a good girl, you will see them react to that, because any stranger, even someone who's just not the best caretaker of their pet, at some point probably tells their dog they're a good dog. I would bet it all on the fact that no one has ever told her that she's a good girl, because it's just nothing. There's no reaction. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. So let this be the first. Let us do this the first time and let her know that you are a good girl. And whatever you've been through, the fact that you don't want to come out of this corner is understandable. Like, you don't deserve any of this. Everything that's happened to you, it's not your fault. And you need to know that, Mary. And I love you. And there are a lot of people watching this that love you. And we're here for you. The good thing is now we got you. You're part of the biggest initiative I've ever done today. You may not know what that means, but what it means right now, as hard as it is, there are things called couches that are soft and fluffy, and you just sit there and you hang out and you watch a show and you eat snacks. It's amazing. And when you sleep, it's not a hard floor like this. It's a fluffy bed. And even if your family member says, hey, get out of that bed, you just sneak right back up there and you get in that soft, fluffy bed, and it's wonderful. And you go on walks when the sun is going down. or when the sun is coming up, or both if you're lucky. And all that love that you have inside of you that feels so curled up and closed down right now, it'll be reciprocated. Someone will give you back the same love that you give to them, that unconditional love. They'll try to match it. They may not come close, but they'll try their hardest. That family out there is out there for you right now. I know this is a noisy place, but it's going to be okay. I promise. Okay. Now we're going to come back a little bit, because those cortisol levels certainly are spiking. Even if it felt good, it's still very stressful. She doesn't know me. She hasn't subscribed to our YouTube video. By the way, subscribe. Did you hear that, Alexis? How smooth that was?
Oh yeah, smooth transition.
Smooth. But it's kind of a push and a pull in these situations, and we'll let her come to us at her pace. But then we'll also continue to extend our hand out. I want to try something with her. So I carry this lead with me if I get into a situation where things escalate and the dog is really uncomfortable. I can leash them up very quickly. A lead's kind of like a lasso. It's really great in rescue. You know, you don't have to use a lead long term with a dog, a collar and a leash or harness or whatever your method is probably really good versus a lead, but it helps. The other thing that I can do sometimes, so she's not on the dog walking program, is she?
No, not yet.
So today she would officially be available to be on the dog walking program, but because you have to wait to make sure the dog isn't claimed, because if something happens, if the dog's on the dog walking program and someone owns that dog and something were to happen, then you've potentially harmed their property, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't run the shelter. I just help where I can. But there are rules and reasons to this stuff. And so you have to be really careful with that. Well, she's not ready to be on the dog walking program because she's showing no signs of progress or interest in that. And what you get is this right here. So while I'd love to take her out and take her for a walk, we can't do that. But what we can do is try to create some movement in this space right here. And she may have never had a leash on before. So sometimes this is hard to watch. But we got to try, I think, in this situation, her situation for her. And we're not going to do too much. We're just going to try a little bit and see if we can get any movement or activity. And sometimes dogs know what a walk is. So I always try that approach first and say, you want to go for a walk. Now we'll just walk around in circles, but we're going to try. Go for a walk? We'll go for a walk? Mary, you want to go for a walk, sweetie pie? You want to go for a walk? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, there you go. She's super accommodating. Like there was no struggle in that whatsoever. So we're gonna go really slow here, and we're just gonna go in reverse. Go back up to the kneel, and see if we can get a little movement. So what I try to do with this is just put a little tension, like not much, just to invite some movement. Nothing stressful, but just a slight, just like a 2-finger tension sort of move, and see if I can create any movement. Now that hopefully she's a little more comfortable with me too, I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna come back here and try to get back behind her. Hi, come on, Mary, come on, girl. Oh, we're not all the way. I'm gonna just loosen this up a little bit because I noticed I'm not on your other ear there. Okay. Yeah, let's get around your ear. There we go. It's a good girl. Wanna come back to this? Oh, so good girl. Yeah. Okay. Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good girl. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. Come here. Oh, okay. Right back to that safe space, that corner. Come on. Come on. Let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, so she's just like back into the corner even more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl, Mary. Good girl, Mary. Hi. Yeah. Okay. 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 Hi. It's okay. I know. You're doing really good, though. I'm really proud of you. Even just that movement right there is really good. You're a good girl. Yeah, she's got this film on her just from being so dirty that a groom could go a long way. Hi. 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 Okay. Hi. Okay, let's get some little pressure on that cranium. I tried to do a little pressure there just to get the blood circulating, because then when you stop, you can still feel that pressure. It feels really good. Hi, sugar girl. Yeah, you're sugar girl. Come on. Come on. Psst, psst. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We've got some movement. We've got some movement. It's not as much as I had hoped for. But again, just a push and a pull, right? Like we don't have to move in leaps and bounds. We can move in just slight moments. Hi. Okay. Hi. You're a good girl. Mary, you're a good dog. Yeah. Yes, a good girl. Anyone ever tell you you're a good girl? I don't think so, unfortunately. Oh, there it is. Now it's hitting, huh? She's already learned it, huh? You're a good girl, Mary. You're a good girl. I see that processing. You see that processor working now? You're a good girl, Mary. Do you want a treat? Have you ever had a treat? Do you want a treat? You want a treat? Oh, okay. So I moved a little too fast. I touched her with that. That is I'm not comfortable with that moment. And that's okay too, right? She's letting me know I'm not comfortable with that. Nothing wrong with that. I do want to just point out her little toe beans because they're really cute. Well, maybe not the toe beans, but like the little toes, how she's got a little bit of white there. Hi, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Mary, you're a good girl. Hi. Oh, she's a good girl. Yeah. Hi. You're a good girl. You want to scratch back here? Hi. Hi. Yeah. Well, my idea of walking her around, I think helped a little bit. We created some movement. It's okay. It's just me. It's just me. And my idea of getting her groomed, I think will help a lot because it'll just help open her up. But she shut down and it's going to take time and it's going to take work, but she deserves it. She deserves this opportunity like any of the other dogs. So we'll try to get her groomed. We'll try to get her on the dog walking program. Hi. She's okay with touch, which says a lot, The fact that I've only been in here for 41 minutes and she's okay with me doing this. Just think about it. If you only had met me for 41 minutes and I started rubbing your back like this, it'd be a little weird, right? You're a good girl. Just a good girl. Mary, your little face is coming to life. You're starting to see a lot more. Your eyes are so pretty. My brown-eyed girl right here. Yeah, you're so pretty. I think there's something so beautiful in just the solid black color that she is. That the tones that you see from her, from the lighting, the little lighting there is in the kennel, and it just shows so much of her expression when she's up close like this. A dog like this is so easy to fall in love with. I want to keep spending time with her. Do we have any more packages or did we go through all of them?
No, we have more.
They're still coming in?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You guys are pretty unbelievable. So we're going to do love letters with dogs. It's really great because it helps dogs in this situation just be around just activity and not be the center of attention. If you're ever the center of attention, it can be like it could burn a hole through you. Whereas if you're a part of the conversation or you get to come in and be a part of the conversation, it's just easier. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. Look at all those packages. You just got those in from your car?
Yeah.
And that one of them's food?
One of them, yeah.
I will say this, guys. One, thank you for sending stuff our way. Two, if you could send food straight to the shelter, that would be awesome because otherwise, poor little Alexis, not that she's not strong enough, but, she's got to be hauling these big old bags of food around. Okay, I can't wait to see what's in these packages. I will say while Alexis is getting that ready, this week-long event, I've never been so excited in my entire life. And how it's working is if you're close by and you can come see me, or even if you want to travel a little bit and you want to come meet me, get a picture, tell me about your dog or your rescue story, ask me any questions, I would love it. And I'll be here on Saturday, July 20th from 10 to noon. and Sunday from noon to 2, and I'll have coffee. You can come pay what you want for coffee. All the money goes to the shelter. So if you have a quarter, come give me a quarter. If you have $10 and you want to buy a cup of coffee, all that money is a donation to the shelter, which is awesome. And I'll be here all week. It's from July
18th through the 24th.
July 18th through the 24th, a week-long event where I am working along with the entire team here at the shelter and my team to get every pet in the shelter adopted. It will be a record. I am going to work as hard as I can to try to make this happen, but I can't do it without you. I need your help. So share this video, tune in every day. I'm going to be putting out a video every day showcasing amazing pups like this and also going live as much as I can. So I've never done anything like this before. And if it works, it'll be worth it. There's going to be many sleepless nights of just working and worrying because like so much emotionally is invested into these little ones. We normally do like a video a week, 2 if we can, but behind the scenes, so much goes into helping share this video, coordinate it, make it for all social media, cut it down to try to give these pups the best opportunity they can possibly have. So to try to do one every day for a week straight, I'm going to break my team and maybe myself, but I think it'll be worth it for pups like this, like Mary, my sweet little Mary. let me see it. I don't know, how did this even start? You said you asked everyone to send this to you?
No, I did not. It's not the only one either.
This one, oh, I'm sorry, but this one is completely melted because it's so hot right now in Southern California. Well, everywhere it's so hot right now when you're watching this video. But Alexis loves Twix. And I said, if you guys are sending mail to the dogs, also if you want to send any Twix, she would be grateful. But you have a lot of Twix now, don't you?
I do. I have another bag full.
I kind of want to eat this one, but it's so mushy at this point.
So maybe not in there with Mary.
You guys are the best. It's so fun having you as a part of this community. You guys, we have a members group, so if you want to be a member, just hit the join button. And it's just fun being a part of this community. I thank you. It's been so life-changing for me and for these animals, and hopefully it's doing the same thing for you. It's just I think it's the bright side of social media, the better side of YouTube. You know, for all the videos that are so like over the top and pizzazz and don't get me wrong, I've even tried making those to get dogs adopted. Like I'll try everything, but just to get to sit down and be real with you, real people, it's so cool. Thank you. Okay, what's the next one? The next non-Twix one. Whoever sent that, you're the best. Thank you. It's fun.
I appreciate it, guys.
She does appreciate it. It gives her the love, which she doesn't get enough of. Like I'm on camera, so I get the love from you guys. Thank you. But the team doesn't always. Bobby, who's editing these videos, Ken, who's helping out, keeping the dogs quiet, Alexis, doing so much of the behind the scenes stuff, my wife, Chad on our team helping keep everything moving. It's such a cool team and something I'm so happy to be a part of. And there's so many others too. Richard, who just joined the team, Umi and Liz and Emily, who've been with us forever. There's Lorna, who helps with these emails and all the stories, and Naveed, who gets them published. And if I'm forgetting anyone, I'm so sorry, because you guys are all so important to me. I couldn't do this without you. It's just me sitting in a kennel, but it's so much more. It's this entire team, and it's you guys, and sending letters to Mary. Mary, you're a good girl, Mary. Mary, you're a good girl. Do you want to tell her she's a good girl?
Mary, you're a good girl, Mary. You have such sweet eyes.
She really does.
She has sweet eyes.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to watch Mary and make sure she's not uncomfortable with this. I think she's pretty comfortable. Rocky, you got to stop breaking down when you talk about Flip. I know. So when you do that, you make me think about Shelby, and then I break down. It is really like a community thing, right? Like when someone yawns, everybody yawns. Shelby had one of these ducks, and she loved it so much, we had to hide it from her sometimes. I thought, what better way to honor Shelby than to send you a couple of ducks in her name? That's awesome. Shelby I have a picture of Shelby, and she looks amazing. I hope the shelter pups love the ducks. We should put the name Shelby on our list of dogs to name. That's a really sweet name. And look at this. Mary, I want you to see this, because one day you could be as happy as Shelby chasing ducks. Look at this. You see that? You see that doggy right there? That's a happy doggy. And you'll be a happy doggy one day too. Not too far from here. I know it's hard to imagine right now, but I promise we're going to get you there. Okay. And look at this. I'm going to go really slow so this doesn't scare you. But this is a duck. And you may have never met a duck, but a lot of dogs like to catch them. Let's see if it squeaks. See how you feel about a squeaker. We're going to go real careful with that. Oh, no, I quack. Okay. How do you quack? I'm good at sitting with dogs, not figuring duck quackers out. Are there instructions? I quack. It's also in French, which means it sells in Canada for all my Canadian friends. But I don't know how to quack. Oh. I'm sorry. What's that? What's that, Mary? What is that? Is that a duck? Is that a duck? What's that? She's like, not scared of it. Wait, she's not scared of it. Not scared would be scared.
Yeah.
Who put this guy in charge? All you have to do is just go sit in a kennel, and all of a sudden you're the expert on everything, right? Jerry, thanks you. We have more?
We do.
Mary would like to see some more.
Well, let's do one more.
Okay, and then we'll go check with Trent to see if he could groom Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, schoolgirl. I'm telling you, she's going to come to life. If you want to adopt Mary, come to the shelter. If you want to donate $1 or $2, we're going to work to be transporting some of these dogs, and we're going to pay the transportation fee. So how it works, when you donate, 100% of it goes to the shelter. And then we may not be able to do this for every dog, but in some situations, if you live far away and you can't come to the shelter, we might be able to pay for the transport if the fit is right. So just go to rockykanaka.com/adopt me. Okay. Dear Rocky, I remember the videos when you had Flip, and also you're sitting with dogs make my day. And someday I would adopt a dog that needs help. And I love your videos. From Kaylin, 10 years old. Kaylin, thank you. Fantastic writing, by the way, better than mine. Look at this handwriting from Kaylin, everybody. I know you don't know how to write yet. That's pretty good, Kaylin. Well done. Okay. And then we have, no way. This is amazing. I mean, this is amazing. And then the fact that you're 10, Kaylin, and you did this, look at this. That is me and Flip. I'll put the original picture right next to it. You see that? That is, Kaylin, you have some real talent. I'm going to hang that up for sure. Mary, this right here was my dog Flip, who helped me. And the neat thing about Flip is he would have helped you feel comfortable and show you, you may not even know how to be a dog, but he would have shown you that it's okay and that things are going to be all right. And he would show you how to drink from a water bowl or get treats. Oh, you getting comfy? Are you falling asleep with story time? That's pretty cute. She's falling asleep with story time. Well, let me tell you. So Flip was my best friend for over a decade. And we would help dogs in your situation. And we would let them know that it's going to be okay, whether mentally they needed help or physically or both. And I just want you to know that while Flip may not be here, he lives on in spirit with me. And we're continuing to work to help dogs just like you. And that's how I know you're going to be okay. Because I've seen it before. I've been there. You haven't been to that side yet, but Flip and myself have. And you're going to be okay. You can take a nap. This is perfect. This is what this is all about. Is you just rest and relax. And we're going to see if we can't get you a fresh bath and find you a loving home. If you're watching this, if you can share this, that's the biggest thing you can do. It doesn't cost anything. But a share could lead to her finding for her forever home. Come see me. If you're around, come on down here. If you're not, tune in every day. Appreciate you guys so much.
Was he able to get her on a...
Thank goodness Mel was able to get her out
to try and give her a groom. Now, she was hesitant on the leash because we don't even know if she's ever been on one. She hasn't been on the dog walking program yet. Stay tuned, a little bit of that here after grooming. But Mel did really good being the first one to walk her on a leash.
That's gonna be nice. See? Right? What is it? Shut down.
Even in a nice, warm, comforting bath, her first reaction is to pancake. Mel does a really good job showing her comfort and love and helping her relax a little bit. Look at that, she's even making eye contact. Now, because of Mary's fear state, Mel puts the earmuffs on her so that she doesn't hear all of the loud noise from the scary monster that is the dryer. Mel moves her out of the bathtub to the drying table and still Mary pancakes. With a little comfort and a little reassurance, she starts to gain some confidence. She even stands up, tail still tucked, but she's even letting Mel clip her nails and touch her paws, which is a huge sign of trust. This is my favorite part. Mel takes a little bit of time to give her some much needed positive affirmations.
You don't need to be shy. You don't need to be shy anymore. Now you've got a new, beautiful coat. Look at you. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Don't be shy. Don't be shy no more. Want somebody to take you home? You gotta show off. You gotta be confident. Because you're a pretty girl and you're a good girl. And somebody's gonna want you. Okay? Okay?
She'll always be insecure, I think. But I think she would make somebody a wonderful companion. Huh.
Now here's the great news. The team jumped in right away, and after her groom and spending a little time in the yard, they were willing to take her for her first walk, or at least attempt to take her for her first walk. Now this is Annette, and she's a pro. She goes in first to try treats, just like I do. She realized that wasn't going to work. So she gently uses a lead to help take Mary out of the yard and see if she's willing to follow along and go on the walking path. Annette's been a volunteer at the shelter for years, and even I've learned things from her. Now this step right here is a really big step because we're about to come up on a passage area that has traffic on one side. Listen to the noise.
Oh my gosh.
Mary doesn't seem to have an issue with it. In fact, she's trusting enough to go ahead and use the restroom. Pardon us for one moment. As the walk continues on the path, Mary gets to use her nose, and you can see her body language is even starting to relax. Her tail isn't tucked, her face is relaxed. This is exactly what Mary needs, and she is doing an unexpected, amazing job.
How did you think that went? You know, like you saw her before, you saw how shut down she was. After a simple walk, you know, albeit a short walk, how do you think, you know, like, will this affect her in terms of her, like, opening up, getting adopted and stuff like that?
Absolutely. So what happens a lot is we have to take baby steps, and today was her first baby step, and she did amazing. A lot of times we can't get a dog all the way even to this spot, but she did. She was ready to go, ready to do her business where she's supposed to, and I think the next couple of walks, she's just going to come out of her shell. I would almost bet. So it's amazing what spending a little bit of time and letting them be dogs again is all about. So she'll be a good girl.
Annette, I couldn't have said it better myself. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Empty the Shelters as we attempt to get every pet adopted.